Okay, so I've been living in Mexico City for close to a year now, and I just wanted to tell this story. So this happened about 3 nights ago, and I was debating on whether I wanted to tell it or not, just because I don't want to freak people out about Mexico City because I've had a great experience here. But at the same time, I kind of feel like, if I'm going to tell about the city, I've got to be honest about all aspects. So last Monday night, it's Friday night right now, I walked outside about 3 a.m. to walk my dog. And one of the bad things about Mexico, or at least people think the bad things about Mexico, is the police here. And so up until this point, I've had nothing but great run-ins with the police. They've been helpful. I've had a lady take a picture on San Miguel de Allende, which I'm going to show you right here. She actually took this picture when I was in Torreon. I got pictures with the police right by the, I believe it's Cristo del Mar. It's the big statue in Torreon. They were all kitted out in their high-speed military gear because it's still kind of a narco area. Super friendly. A couple of guys spoke English. Got a picture with them here. And so all of my experiences with the police up until this point had been really, really positive. So anyway, it's 3 a.m. I'm right outside of my apartment, which we're walking to right now. And I see this, it's not unmarked, but it was just all the lights were turned off, this police car. And it was driving down one of these main roads, which I'm walking down right now. And so I see it pass. I don't think anything about it. It's late at night. Again, it's like 3 a.m. And it circles back around and pulls up right next to me. Now, I'm prior military. I've been, deployed to Afghanistan. I've been to, 16 or 17 different countries now. And, I feel pretty aware of my surroundings and confident in myself. Plus, my cousin's a police officer back in the States. So anyway, this police officer comes up and motions me to come over there. Well, normally I would just walk in the other direction and just avoid the situation, which is what I recommend most people to do. But I was kind of stuck because my dog was off his leash because it was 3 a.m. and he was about 20 or 30 feet away from me. So there wasn't a whole lot I could do other than, engage in a conversation with this guy. So anyway, I walk up to the car, and my Spanish is at least good enough now to get by and figure out kind of what's going on and repeat back. So he basically motions over for me to come over. And so I walk over to the car and I say, "¿Qué tal?" Like, what's up? What's going on? And he says something to me in Spanish I don't understand. And I know most of the common phrases and I can put together words. But again, all the lights were turned off. His headlights, interior lights, everything was turned off. And we're walking up to my street right now so you can see kind of what was going on and what I'm talking about. But it was very strange. And so I asked him to repeat what he said. And he said it again, and him and his buddy were kind of looking at each other. But it wasn't like they were just messing with the gringo, which I'm cool with. Like I can handle that. But it was a very odd situation. So now what I'm about to tell you, I don't recommend you doing. Again, I did this because I'm prior military. I have a little bit of training, and I felt like it was the best thing to do in the situation I was in. So I'm on my street right now. So this actually happened right here. And my dog, so I'm right here. Here's my apartment. And my dog was, over here somewhere, sniffing around. So again, he wasn't about to just run up and us, fly in. So I look at him and I said, no quiero problemas. I don't want problems. And they kind of look at me and kind of laugh, and they say, "Well, I think we have a problem. Basically, we have a problem with you." And I said, "Okay, well, I don't have any problems. I don't have any problems with you guys. So I'm just, walking my dog." I said, my cousin's a police officer back in the US. And the guy looks at me and he goes, no importa, which means I don't care. And I said, you know, what do you want, basically? ¿Qué quieres? And before I let him answer, I went ahead and I decided I wanted to go to the offensive. And again, I'm not advocating that anybody does this. If it wasn't for my dog, I would have probably taken off running and try to let them chase me down in a street, because I'm in a very populated area in Mexico City. So I looked back at him and I said, soy hombre peligroso. Estuve en la Marina en Estados Unidos Militar, which means I'm a dangerous man, and I used to be in the United States military in the Navy. And he looks at me funny, and I said, otra vez, soy hombre peligroso. Buenas noches. Ciao. Which basically means I'm a dangerous man. Have a good night. Goodbye. And I got my dog and I walked in and they drove off. Now, again, I'm only bringing this story up not to, you know, try to make you guys think that like I'm some kind of badass and that I was going to go unarmed, you know, 2 police officers right in the middle of Mexico City. I'm just letting you know what I did, because I feel a lot of times that, you know, Americans and Europeans and Western guys that come to these countries, especially in Latin America, get easily intimidated by the locals, especially if you don't speak, you know, the language fluently. And so, again, I'm not advocating for you guys to take the aggressive if you're dealing with the police officers or someone in the streets, but I feel like too many times people get scared and they go on the defensive, and a lot of times it allows the aggressor to take the upper hand. So anyway, I just want to tell the story just because I'm getting ready to head to Acapulco next week, which is statistically in any study around the world, one of the top 5 most dangerous cities in the world. So there'll be some videos I make there. But anyway, if you guys have any questions about Mexico City, you know, what I recommend doing if you do run into a situation like that or anything like that, leave a comment. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos about a U.S. military veteran that travels. And thanks again for watching the video. Good night.